Welcome back. We are moving on. We are now into ideal machines. We're talking about simple machines and stuff like that. Let's take a moment to look at what an ideal machine is. Now, this is a little bit silly that we're taking a look at them because they don't exist. An ideal machine is a perfect machine with absolutely no friction, no air resistance, nothing. This would be just a perfect machine. They don't work. We have never gotten to have a perfect machine, but we've gotten close, and we use things all the time to get closer and closer and closer. Ball bearings, oil, everything that we can do to get closer to being an ideal machine. Okay. Now, there's a formula for ideal machines, and basically what the formula says is force input times distance input equals force output times distance output. Basically, it's just saying the work you put into the machine is equal to the work that comes out. No work, no energy is being converted into friction. No work is being lost at all. Okay? So we're going to use this formula down here to do this practice problem. You have a first class lever. You have 1,000 Newton load on one side. So here's a nice little lever. I'm going to put the fulcrum right about there. This is not drawn to scale. Here is 1,000 Newton load on one side. You need to lift it up 1 meter. You need to make it go up 1 meter. Okay. You're weak. You can only push down with 200 newtons of force. Bummer for you. How far will you have to move your end of the bar down? How far would you have to move that? What distance would you have to move it? Now, notice we don't know. We don't know how long this is. We don't know how long that is. We don't know these distances. And obviously, these distances are going to dictate how far you could even move your end of the bar down. But saying we don't know these distances, how far would you have to move your end? Okay. Force input times distance input equals force output times distance output. You are the input. In this case, you are putting the force into the machine. So the max amount of force you can use is 200 newtons times, I'm just going to do d sub I, times your distance input equals your force coming out of the machine, which in this case is 1,000 newtons, times how far, the distance output, how far you want to move it. In this case, I'm going to say 1 meter. Now, of course, 1,000 times 1 is going to be 1,000. We have 200 times di equals 1,000. We would divide this side by 200, divide that side by 200. You end up with distance input is, let's see here, 1,000 divided by 200 would be 5 meters. So you would end up pulling your bar 5 meters down just to get this thing to go up, this side to go up 1 meter. Now, based on that, we're not going to do this in this tutorial, but based on that information, now you could definitely figure out how long this side and this side is actually called the effort arm, and this side would be called the resistance arm. But from that, you could figure out how long those would have to be. Okay. Hope this helped. Have a beautiful day.